Hello and welcome to this afternoon taste challenge. I have two bourbon whiskeys. This is Jeppson's. It's the older label from last year, the first 3 years of its production. Jeppson's Bourbon, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys. Carl Jeppson Company, Chicago, Illinois. They make the famous Malort, or I guess people will call it infamous. I saw the Malort at Rouse's the other day, last week, but I've never had an interest in buying it. Jeppson's Bourbon, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, aged a minimum of 4 years, non-chill filtered. Blended and bottled by CH Distilling, Chicago, Illinois. Okay, so it's 4-year-old. The youngest whiskey in here is 4 years old, but it's a blend of straight bourbons from Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And we don't know who the producers are. You would suspect Midwest Grain Products in Indiana because they're such a big Indiana producer. The mash bill is 75% corn, 21% rye whiskey, and 4% malted barley. Now I don't know how they get that mash bill if they got whiskeys coming in from 3 different states, but they that's what they say. So it's been on the market 4 years. There's a new bottle. You'll see it when I do the screen share. Here's Evan Williams 1783 small batch. Now the 1783 small batch been on the market for at least 50 years. I've seen old bottles, photos of bottles from the 1970s, maybe even the 60s, but it was back then it was aged 10 years, and it was 90 proof, and then they dropped it to 86 proof, and they had no age statement. Then in 2021, they brought it back to 90 proof, and they're saying that it's aged an average of 7 years. That was with the press release in 2021. It's aged an average of 7 years, so we know that, but there's no specific age statement. This is the American Hero Edition 2023. Joe Cobb said, I got my Volkswagen towed to the mechanic today, going to get it fixed. Luckily, my parents are letting me use their Chevy for the time being. Okay. Cannot go wrong with Evan Williams, an excellent value whiskey for a much lower price, says Claude Diamond. And yes, I got a great price for this one. Walmart had this one for $9. Full-size bottle, $9. Thank you, Sean, who found this for me. Crazy. It's got an embossed bottle, clear glass. Brown's better, but okay. The American Heroes Edition, it from last year, it says Rickhouse site, Bernheim Rickhouse. That's the Bernheim Distillery in Louisville. Warehouses 1E and 1J. So it's coming from only those 2 warehouses. And the American Heroes below. Susan Wagner, U.S. Navy, retired. Mandy Hazelton, U.S. Air Force, retired. David McCracken, U.S. Army, retired. And then we got current service people. Chaz Coach, U.S. Navy. Brian Barber, U.S. Marine Corps. And Laura Jean, U.S. Army. So they show these people that are part of that program. And Evan Williams does it every year. Or Heaven Hill does it with different ones. They've been doing Evan Williams, but it could be a brandy next year, you know. All right, so that's cool. And to get it for $9. Now I saw they had so many of these bottles at Walmart, the American Hero Edition, just last month. I don't know if they're still there, but they had the handle bottles, the 2024 edition. And they were only like $24, I think, for a handle, 1,750 milliliters. True story. Will I be able to tell these apart? I hope so. Now this is a blend of straight bourbons, 3 different straight bourbons. If you read your regulations, a blend of straight bourbon is a different type of whiskey. It's not the same as straight bourbon. That's straight bourbon. It comes from the same state, Kentucky. A blend of straight bourbons can be from as many states. And a blend of straight bourbons is allowed to have flavoring and coloring added. True story. So I paid. I didn't pay for the Jeppsons. My friend David gave it to me as a gift, but he got it for $15. $15 on sale. They're both amber. The Evan Williams is a little darker, but not by much. Not by too much. We'll do a screen share while I'm mixing them up. Claude says $9 is free whiskey. I mean, it was amazing. I didn't know anything about it. Okay, I didn't know anything about it. This was last year. Sean tells me, look he's showing me on his phone, look, $9 at Walmart. I said, well, by the time I get off of work, it'll be gone. But I said, but that is nice to know. I said, there's no way $9 is going to last. It's not going to last 4 hours. He said, I got to go over there today to Walmart, to that particular store. So he went and he picked up a bottle. And I said, well, how many did they have? He said they had one bottle left. He said, but you could have it. I said, no, because I gave him the $10, $9 plus the tax. And he said, oh, you could have it. I said, no, just you take the bottle. I mean, you the one that wanted it. He said, I don't care about it. He wasn't really worried about it. I said, okay, but that was a great gift. So not a gift, a great opportunity, because I bought it, but he picked it up. So see what I mean? How fast it sold? They had a whole shelf for $9, and in 2 hours they had one bottle left. I just paid $15.99 for a bottle of 1.75 of Canadian Mist on. Well, I like it. Never had it before. Unfortunately, the website's no longer functional. They talk about it a little bit on Sazerac.com. I wish they'd have kept the website. It's mainly a mixer, but you probably like it. It was introduced in 1967 specifically for that purpose, to be a mixing Canadian whiskey. And if you look at the old advertisements for it, it was saying designed to be bland, like designed that way. So basically is what they were saying. So you can't fault a product that's designed to be that way. It's pretty popular though. Canadian Mist is popular. I just wish they had kept the website going. Sergey says hi from Moscow. Hello to you over there in Moscow. All right. I'm always interested in your feedback and listen to you. Oh, thank you. Well, let's do the screen share. So here's the Jeppsons. I'll keep mixing these up. They're saying there's the new label. I don't really like the new label. It's kind of bland, but it's all the information I told you about. And there's also a 90 proof, which I've never seen. It says why we made it. Same smooth flavor with less heat. I would prefer the 90 proof, tell you the truth. And then there's the single barrel program. Now these are outrageous. 122 proof. But you could get it. You could maybe contact the company and they'll tell you where to find it. Might have it on the website, but you might have to contact them for the barrel program, cast strength, and then there's the barrel finished, which is sherry cask, cognac, and port wine barrels. So those are not going to be $29. Okay, those are going to be pricey. Whoops. I got to share the screen for the Evan Williams. Sorry about that. Evan Williams small batch. That's the standard bottle. Like I told you, I got the American Hero edition. The red, white, and blue bottle with the flag. This small batch bourbon is pulled from less than 200 barrels. It's extra aged, like they say on the website. In another section of the website, about 7. It averages 7 years. Some might be 6 years, some might be 8, but averages out to 7. And uses the same sour mash process and traditional popular by our namesake. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that sour mash bourbon. I'll have to put that. All right, so very popular whiskey. Some people dog it, say bad things about it, but I think it doesn't make any sense. It's definitely not bad, and it doesn't deserve criticism. I mean, anything deserves criticism. You know what I'm saying? Not the criticism it gets. Tommy Carroll, cheers, Louisiana Liquor Reviews. Hope you had a pleasant day. I did. It was busy, but the day at work was hopping. KS says, hi, Ron. Is there a separate sales tax on liquor in Louisiana, or is it already factored into the price? Separate. So if you buy a $10 bottle, it'll come out to about $11. A $9 bottle will be $9.90. Claude Diamond Russian Standard Vodka is best here. Oh, yeah, Russian Standard. Very, very well known. Wayne says, cheers from Indianapolis. Cheers to you. Here we go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Smells very oaky. Whatever this is, I can smell the barrel. Oh, smell like a whiskey barrel. Oh, yeah. Wood, saturated, whiskey saturated wood. Oak wood. About the same here. Just about the same. So on aroma, not much difference. Appearance, not much difference. Honestly, let's go with taste. Hi, Ronald. How's it going? Says Hector. It's fine, Hector. Trying to catch up on my videos. When I went to Hawaii, I fell far behind. But I'll catch up eventually, I guess. Okay, sweet corn, vanilla, honeysuckle nectar, all the concomitant flavors that you get with bourbon. So Kentucky sour mash, straight bourbon, yeah. Forgot to put that. Hector, I don't know who banned you from that hangout, but I've been through it too. I know you didn't do anything to deserve that. I got some weird people that do beer reviews, real uptight. And some of them are snooty, think they're better than everybody else. They're not. But they think they are. They're cliquish, you get these cliques. And they're like, oh, we're hanging out because we're the best. It's like, nobody you're not that impressive just because you drink a lot. Okay. And want to flash all these expensive beers, paid $36 for 2 cans. It's like, oh, wow. I rode in the elevator with Barbara Jordan once. All right. My mother kissed Pat Boone. My mother kissed Pat Boone. All right, so we don't do videos about it and hangouts. Okay, I'm just kidding. But anyway, these are very similar. Now, you would think the 100 proof, 90 proof would be a big difference. I mean, it is, 50% alcohol versus 45, but golly gee, it's got me perplexed. Got me vexed. My nerves is vex. But I think this one seems a little milder. This one seems a little stronger. Milder, stronger. So we thinking 90 proof, 100 proof. That 100 proof, boy, that thing, whoa. Too strong for me, though, but might be perfect for you. I think that's the Jeppson's, because Jeppson's a little bit more clunky. Like if you want to call it a little bit more clunky whiskey, because Evan Williams, like, they got it down pat. Like, they're not gonna it's just going to be like so refined. You know, you say, but it's cheap. Well, it's cheap. I know, but it's still refined. Like they got it. They've been doing it for so long, since 1955. All their, you know, their variants have been introduced at later times. I'm sure, but their process is so refined. You see, this one is a new NKOTB, right? It's an NKOTB, so they might be a little less refined, a little more, like I say, a little clunkier, a little more clunky. Everything I do is gonna be clunky from now on. That was you know who wrote that? That was Alan Toussaint. He wrote "Working in a Coal Mine." Okay, I'll likely have a couple of Corona extras tonight. Nothing too fast, right, Wesley? Alzheimer, nothing too fast. Milder is Evan Williams. I think so, Claude. Bought two big cans of Foster's Lager for $7 at Safeway. That's pricey because they're running about. I could still find them for $1.99 here, so that would be two for $3.98. Maybe it's $2.19. Might have gone up 20 cents at the Dorignax Food Center. I was at Dorignax Food Center yesterday. I didn't even bother to check the price of Foster's. KS purchased a 375 milliliter bottle of Dewar's White Label for $9. Pretty good, and always watch your reviews before buying something new. Oh, Dewar's. I still have half that big handle. I paid the regular price for it, whatever the regular price is. I don't recall. Wasn't anything exorbitant. I got the super deal on the Dewar's 12-year aged. That was the greatest deal. Really, that was probably the greatest deal in liquor I ever got. That was off the chain. To get a handle, a glass, a huge glass bottle, not plastic, to get that bottle, aged 12 years now, this is not the regular Dewar's 12 year, to get that bottle for $14.99 plus tax is beyond anything you would ever imagine. But there it was, and we both bought it. I bought one, David bought one, and there was a third bottle. He said, we ought to buy that one. I said, well, let somebody else have it. And that's a wonderful, fantastic blended whiskey. It's just amazing, Okay, here is the Evan Williams. Got it. You're right, Claude. It was the milder one. So is Evan Williams 1783 better than the Jeppsons? It is better. Sorry, Jeppsons. I guess I won't get a free bottle. But that's just the way it goes. Evan Williams is a better product. Sorry. But and it's so cheaper, so much cheaper. This is $29.99. I saw Evan Williams full size yesterday, $7.50. I saw 750 milliliters of Evan Williams yesterday for $9.98. Yes, I'll repeat that. $9.98. Not the 1783 small batch. It was the green label, the 80 proof, aged 3 years, but still Kentucky straight sour mash bourbon whiskey, charcoal filtered. $9.98, folks. Beat that. Now, beat that deal. Well, of course I did last year. I got this one for $9, but that was an aberration. Sergey says, how long have you tried Guinness beer in cans? We don't really get those too much, except for the Nitro Stout. It seems to me that this is not the same stout that it was a couple of years. It seems the same to me, but yeah, I've been sticking to beer lately and a bit of Barefoot Moscato, 9% ABV. Yeah, Barefoot makes good stuff. I think it's still independent. Oh, no, they got bought out. It was independent. E&J Gallo bought them. What am I thinking? I'm thinking of Sutter Home. Sutter Home is still independent. It's owned by the Sutter family. It's a family-owned company. True story. They make cheap wine, I know, but they also have super expensive wines that you don't really see. I mean, you'll see it if you know about it. It's not like they all just make $9 bottles. They make their like barrel, their estate selection products that's going to really cost you. You see. All right, we all take care, and I'll see y'all in less than 1 hour with an examination of Wernesgrüner German Pilsner.